Okay, it's time to fucking do this. Fuck, I'm so fucking scared. Okay. I'm gonna just fucking do it. My name is Jenna, and I'm terrified of fucking doing this. I've been terrified of doing this for a very, very long time. And excuse me if I'm getting teary, but this is truly scary for me. But I'm doing it for a reason. And I hope that that reason will resonate with you. There are so many things in life that we're so terrified of doing, but those things that we're the most afraid of doing are the things that are going to lead us to fulfilling our purpose. I don't know if this is one of those things, but I'm willing to take the risk. I am. Because I believe that our lives have meaning, and I believe that I do have a purpose to fulfill. If this, me recording on a camera and putting it on YouTube or wherever it's gonna end up, is part of that purpose, it's something I have to do. And the fact that I'm so terrified of doing this means that I need to. I believe that when we have this kind of fear, there's a reason why. There's something in it to discover. There's something in it to uncover. And so many times in our lives, we have to go in the direction of our fear. I'm not talking about like, oh, there's a tiger and I'm afraid and I need to run away. You shouldn't be running towards the tiger, like fuck that. I'm not talking about like the classic adrenaline rush, fight or flight response. You should run if there's a tiger behind you. But if you're too afraid to ask out the pretty girl sitting at the same cafe as you, you should do it. If you're too afraid to apply to college because you think you might get rejected, do it. If you're afraid to step in front of a camera and show who you are to people, do it. I'm sick and tired of giving people advice that I myself am not listening to. So here I am doing it. And I'm shaking and I'm sweating and I'm terrified for so many fucking reasons. Excuse my language. Okay, so a little tiny story about me. When I was a kid, my first dream was to be an actress. I loved that I could dance around and make people laugh just by that. That was an amazing power. And I always wanted to be an actress and do movies and plays and TV shows and all that. And then when I was 9, I was bit by a dog on my face and was awake for the surgery and returned home with black stitches strewn across my face. 86 of them. And you can tell that's what this whole scar is all about. And when I came back, everyone was staring at me. Everyone was staring at me. And that pain, that little girl inside of me that remembers how painful it was that everyone was looking at her, is still very much within me. And she's telling me right now to stop, and that this is really scary, and that she shouldn't do this anymore. But I have to. That little girl deserves to be seen. That little girl deserves to not have her fear fed anymore. Every single time that we choose to do something, whether it's choosing a thought or choosing an action or doing something, we're either feeding our fear or feeding our bliss. We're either moving closer towards our purpose or moving further away from it. Every single action, every single moment of our days. It's so crazy to me how continually we are giving our power away to these other things, whether those are titles or circumstances or other people. I thought to myself, Jenna, really, you're gonna do this now? Maybe you should fucking wash your hair first and not have it be so fucking oily during your first fucking video. Maybe you should wait till you don't have a cold and you're not gonna be sniffling on the air the entire frickin' time. Maybe you should wait to lose 10 pounds. Maybe you should wait to lose 20 pounds. These thoughts are still kind of going through my head. Honestly, they are. But I'm sick and tired of waiting. Everyone always says there's so many cliche, cheesy, whatever lines about waiting for our lives to begin and waiting to be ready. And everyone just says, start before you're ready. It sounds so fucking simple. Start before you're ready. Just start. Just do it. Whatever you want to do it right now, today. There's no preparation needed. Because you know what? Along the way of doing it, you're gonna learn the things that you needed to learn in order to do it. That's the way life goes. And I'm sorry also for not, I don't know, doing the normal YouTube video talk thing. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't. What I'm experiencing right now is what it feels like to move into your fear and find freedom. When we're not going in our place of our fear, we think that we're free. We think that somehow if we go towards the fear, we'll be shackled by something, and something there, maybe it'll be rejection, maybe it'll be pain, maybe it'll be hurt, something is gonna trap us there. But the truth is that we're trapped outside of the fear. That's the place that we're not free, when we're too afraid to go towards the fear. What I'm experiencing in my body right now is that you move in towards your fear and you find your freedom. And it's going to take some time, but if you believe in it and you're willing to do it and you remain open to the possibilities, it'll happen. It'll happen. You have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to forgive your past. You have to be willing to accept where you are right now. Where you are right now is beautiful. Wherever you are along your journey, give yourself that space for acceptance and for love, because that's the place that you're gonna grow from. I was so concerned before about how I would appear because of my story and my past and my trauma and my this and my that, and also because I was worried about what I would seem like. I was very afraid. And I had all these sorts of judgments and narratives and storylines in my head about how everyone would judge me. Every single thought inside of my head were so negative. And honestly, some of them still are. Some of them are telling me, Jenna, shut the fuck up. No one wants to listen to what you say. Shut up, you're embarrassing yourself. You're opening up about so many things that you've been hiding for years. Stop, please stop. My ego, my subconscious, my terror, my inner child, my shadow, my fear self is telling me to run and to hide. But I'm not willing to do it anymore. I want to be like me. And you do too. You want to be like you. You want to be like you. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And so I don't care anymore if I don't fit into the box of a certain type of life coach or a certain type of healer or a certain type of writer or a certain type of YouTube blogger. I don't care. Because I'm just gonna be me. And whatever flows out of me is what's meant to flow out of me right now. Maybe there's someone watching this right now that needs to hear this. Maybe. And maybe that's why I'm here doing it right now. So I'm willing to. I'm willing to for your growth. I'm willing to for our connection. I'm willing to, if it may spark some tiny memory within you, some tiny belief in you, some tiny deep knowing in you that you are worth it, that you are enough, that you deserve to live the life you're meant to live. I'm gonna be here to try and help remind you of what you already know. And I might embarrass myself along the way. Whew. Whew. Felt good. And my nose is running. This is what I'm doing. I'm just starting. And it's terrifying. But I'm doing it. So anyways, cheers to living our lives and me facing my fear. Cheers to starting. Thank you for watching me ramble. Thank you for feeling me. Thank you for allowing me the time and the space to share my truths with you. Maybe they resonated, maybe they didn't. I don't care. I love you. And I wish you all the best in the world because you truly do deserve it.